Tina, are we on?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Did I just call you Tina? I'm sorry, Tony. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. So we're just going to be breaking down some of the past preseason game 2, the Lakers versus Warriors, which unfortunately ended in a loss. But we're going to be breaking down some film and just kind of talking about what we could hopefully look to see before we actually start the season, what kind of improvements we could make. So let's start out with quarter 1, and we're going to jump to it right here. So from the get-go, they were hitting shots from outside. See Klay Thompson pulling up there, putting out a nice 3. And, they were doing screen and rolls, anything really to get open from the 3-point line. And we really just didn't have an answer for him and Steph Curry tonight. And hopefully we can address that. Now, don't be discouraged, Laker fans. I think a lot of what we saw out there tonight was kind of just preseason, guys kind of getting used to defensive rotations, and we're clearly not in sync yet. But however, that doesn't mean that that we have an excuse to let them just be raining threes on us all night. I think by the end of the night they were shooting about 57%, and that's a little unacceptable, especially for our team when we're more of a ground and pound kind of 2-point game kind of stuff. So I think in the future, we just got to kind of shore up how we're going to rotate on defense, because a lot of guys were getting lost tonight, especially the rookies on the second unit, such as, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson. And they have an excuse, because it's been nine games in the league for them. I guess bright spots tonight, what I saw is I thought Jeremy Lin played pretty well. Defense in the second half left a little to be desired. Steph Curry hit a couple 4-point plays, or at least one, and then he hit a couple threes right on him. And that just comes, down to communication with him and the bigs on our team. How can they switch? How can they hedge on screens? And a hedge in basketball, for those of you unfamiliar with the term, is when you see a pick coming and you're the guy on ball. You communicate with the big behind you, and he comes out to try to stop guard penetration. You just temporarily, and then you switch back once you can recover onto your man. And I don't think we did a good job of that tonight, as a lot of you saw. Now you're going to see on these plays right there, Jeremy gets screened, no big comes over to help, bucket. One more time, Jeremy gets screened, Boozer gives up the lane. Now both those plays are kind of preseason mistakes. I don't think that's going to happen. If you can give a bad 3-point shooter a 3 or Stephen Curry a layup, you're going to give him the 3 every time. Now here you see another screen, and Steph Curry hits an unbelievable shot, but Boozer's got to step up and at least contest that. He just drops. And we are going to show a couple offensive highlights here of some things we did well. For example, on this play, you see Jeremy Lin hit a nice high-arcing 3 to help lead off our offense in the first quarter. And then out here, you see a nice little dish to Boozer, and I think that's going to be a staple of our offense this season. One more time, you actually see Kobe with a steal and his first dunk of the preseason there. Showing Curry a little how the old man do it. And, he was feeling pretty confident of that. And on the consecutive play right after this, he actually got another steal, and this time gets the outlet to Jeremy Lin down there for the layup. Nice left-handed off the glass. And right here, you see Jeremy Lin taking a page out of Steve Nash's book as he circles the paint, comes through for a nice little scoop shot in the middle. And one more time, Jeremy Lin, if you can't tell, I'm a big Jeremy Lin fan, comes in and hits a nice floater. Nice touch off the iron right there, and he gets a bucket. Cool plays. Kobe looked good. Once again, this is the second game in a row he's played quite well. So that's a good sign going into this season, because if we're going to succeed, Kobe's going to be an integral part to the operation. And Jeremy Lin kind of came out of his shell on shooting tonight. I know he had an 0-6 performance in the first preseason game. But tonight he actually, I believe, was 4 for 4 and 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, as well as 5 or 6 from the free throw line. So altogether, I believe it was 14 points. Yeah. And he played quite well, aside from a couple of defensive lapses in the second half. So all in all, I'd give us a C-, D+ on the game as a team. We clearly have some areas of weakness to address. I'd say defensively, our bigs. Ed Davis looks like the best option for us right now in the starting lineup. And we'll see how that goes as far as Byron Scott making the calls who's going to be starting. I like Jay Lin with the starters. I also liked him off the bench the game before. But him and Steve Nash are both great creators, so either way, I'm sure the team's going to be in good hands. But thanks for listening with us, and we're going to give you, more videos upcoming, so hit us with a like if you enjoy what you saw today. And thanks for sticking with us.